Okay, thank you and good evening. We'll call the Board of Finance meeting to order, please. And Chris, would you do the roll?
Deanna Carlson,
Here.
Todd Lavieri,
Here.
Michael Chen,
Here.
Chris Fabrice is here, Victor Alvarez,
Here.
Maria Weingarten,
Here.
Robert Hamill,
Here.
James Yao,
Wow.
James Yao.
Maria, you're in second place. New winner. Are you standing out there?
20 seconds left.
James Yao here, Nicholas Matrakis,
Here.
Chad Schaefer,
Here.
Steve Doka.
Here.
Did Ellen get approved yet? Yes.
Did that,
Has Alan been voted, sworn in yet?
was he sworn in?
Okay, then I'll call his name. Okay,
He's absent.
he's absent. So, Alan, how do you say his last name? Bedanas.
The Danes.
Bedane, okay. Everybody's here except for Alan.
Okay. So then we're okay. Okay, secondly, we do need to have a motion to amend the agenda. We have a last minute line item transfer that we need to make. So again, like Tuesday, we'll like take a vote, amend the agenda, add this on, and then we'll discuss it when we're done with the budget. So we need a motion to approve the amendment to of the agenda to add the review and approval of a line item transfer.
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all right, so we'll add that at the end. Tucker doesn't have anything to do with the budget that we're voting on, so we can do it at the end. Okay, I do need a motion to approve the minutes from the 25th of February. Second, Victor? Second, Nick, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none? Okay. Okay, before we get started, I did want to take a minute to mention the passing of George Moranis. George lived in New Canaan, I think, for almost 50 years. And among all the amazing accomplishments he had in his life and his professional life, he was our town administrative officer, I think, before Tom Stadler, if I got that right. He served on the Board of Finance for 5 years, the Audit Committee for 6 years, the Board of Ed Labor Task Force, the Board of Ed Health Benefits Task Force, the Town Building Committee, the Parking Commission, the Treasurer of the Senior Center, and was on the Merritt Parkway Conservancy. He volunteered and supported this town in so many capacities. Everything he did he did with integrity and he did with graciousness, and he was the team member you could count on to ask great questions and make sure everything was done right. His participation and partnership really were a model for us all. This town really owes George a debt of gratitude for all of his service. Our thoughts are with George's family. Okay, thank you for that. We had 3 goals. Let's move on to the budget. We had 3 goals. You remember, reduce the amount raised by taxation from the budget that we received, and we did that. We reduced it by 4.12 million. The second goal was to reduce the capital expense request. We did that. We reduced it by 4.8 million. And specifically, our third goal was to reduce the taxpayer supported capital, and we did that too. We reduced it by 1.2 million. So we achieved the 3 goals that we set out to do, I thought, in a very collegial, thoughtful, constructive way, working with obviously all the work you had already done to get us to this point, and the selectmen's process, part of the process, and then how the town departments came together. A lot of them had done quite a bit of work. So I want to thank everybody here before we go on to vote for it, but I think we made a lot of progress and can be proud of the work that we just completed. So Josh, do you want to walk us through this, where we are? Everyone should have a copy of this. We're going to vote on this. We should orient yourselves to the P&L, the spreadsheet, and the votes that we will take. You can see there'll be numbers that Chris will read, and then there'll be a series of votes that we'll take on the shaded item, highlighted items. I don't think anybody has any other questions. We really went through this on Tuesday. I'm seeing a lot of head nodding. If so, I think you can, you have anything, questions, or we're gonna assume
No,
this
I
is our
think it's-
final draft?
Yeah, I think we're, we've kind of cut a lot during this part of the process.
It is.
We're here. To get closer to it.
Yeah, no, I think this is kind of the final draft of where we've gone to at the end of this process. And a lot's come off of capital, and a lot's on the expense and revenue side has come off as well. Yeah. So,
Okay, all right. Well, then I suggest you go through the process, do the reading, and we'll take the votes as we've outlined them for everybody here.
Okay. Board of Finance approval for the proposed 2025-2026 fiscal budget. General fund budget. Total town budget, 43,789,548. Total Board of Education operating and health insurance transfer budget, 113,947,271. Total Board of Education expenses paid by the town budget, 376,487. Tax funded capital budget, 472,500. Debt service budget, 18,385,172. Non-wage contingency budget, 350,000. Total library budget, 3,013,500. Transfers and outside agencies budget, 821,000. Total general fund operating expenditure budget on which we must vote is 181,155,478. Do I have a motion?
Motion? Maria, second?
Second.
Nick?
Okay, all in favor? Okay. Total general fund operating expenditure budget is approved. General fund non-tax revenue budget, on which we must also vote, 11,206,288. Do I have a motion?
Bob Hamel, second. James Yao, all in favor? Aye. Michael? Yep. Opposed? Okay.
General fund non-tax revenue budget total is approved. Proposed fund balance contribution total, on which we must also vote, 5 million. I have a motion.
Motion.
Motion, Michael. Chen, second.
Second.
Victor, all in favor? Opposed, none?
Proposed fund balance contribution total is approved. Proposed amount to be raised by taxation, on which we must also vote, 164,949,190. Have a motion, please.
Sure.
Oh, Bob. Bob's motion, second. Bob Hamel,
Second.
second. Victor? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none?
Proposed amount to be raised by taxation is approved. Proposed property tax collection rate, 98.5%. We have a motion to approve.
Maria? Second? Nick? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none?
Yeah.
So moved.
Proposed property tax collection rate is approved. Sewer operating and capital fund. Total sewer fund expense budget, 2,125,289. I have a motion to approve.
Motion. Victor? Second? Bob? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Okay.
Total sewer fund expense budget is approved. Other funds. Parking fund revenue and expense budget, 150,000. Railroad fund revenue budget, 169,600. Railroad fund expense budget, 123,174. Waveney Pool Fund revenue budget, 586,615. Waveney Pool Fund expense budget, 581,115. Movie Theater Fund revenue budget, 123,600. Movie Theater Fund expense budget, 78,000. Recreation and Wedding Fund revenue budget, 1,424,880. Recreation and Wedding Fund expense budget, 1,418,170. Total other fund revenue budget, 2,454,695. May I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Nick? Second? James? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, none?
Total other fund revenue budget is approved. Total other fund expense budget, 2,350,459. May I have a motion to approve?
I'll approve it. Second? Second. Bob? All in favor? Opposed? So moved.
Total other fund expense budget is approved. Projects to be funded by tax support totaling 472,500. Projects to be funded by bonding totaling 18,041,407. Projects to be funded by other sources totaling 1,512,196. Approval of the fiscal year 2026 capital projects as per the 5-year capital plan totaling 20,026,103. May I have a motion to approve?
Maria? Second? Michael, you guys? Answer. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none? So moved.
Approval of the fiscal year 2026 capital project as per the 5-year capital plan has been approved. This completes the approval process by the Board of Finance for the proposed 2025-2026 fiscal budget. The recommendations for appropriations as approved by the Board of Finance will now be delivered to the selectmen for submission to the town council. The selectmen will also cause to be published once a week for 2 consecutive weeks, a notice of a meeting of the town council to act upon such recommendations.
Okay, thank you very much. Great job. Thank you. Thank you to the team. Good budget passed. Appreciate this. Josh, one formatting thing, maybe next year, we put the expenses together and the revenues together. You know, it's a little confusing, you're going back and forth and then.
One group, then the other
Two
group.
votes still, but just, yeah, do the expenses, then do the revenues, just because it's kind of every other one and it's might be a little bit misleading. Okay, all right, thank you. On to, and then the last thing, sorry, the mill rate is 16.78. Is that true from this budget? That's what this would be implied?
Let me just double check that.
I think that's what you said.
That would be 16,783.
Okay, all right.
And that compares to last year's of
16,144.
16,144, and that is a percentage increase of
396.
3.96%. All right, thank you.
All right, last item is the review and approval of the line item transfer. Give us the details on it. What do we,
Sure.
Tiger, do you want to?
Sure, I can walk you through it. Thank you. First of all, thank you for adding it. This is for the demolition of 28 Grove Street. The property we purchased, the building that's on the property is beyond its useful life. It's not serving any purpose for us. We've already cut off utilities to it, and it's an attractive nuisance, and we'd like to bring it to the ground and then grade the property off level. There was, after the purchase, there was remaining approximately $28,000 in that account. The account sat alone by itself as far as bonding. We can't transfer into it. We can't do anything. We went out to bid for the demolition and the abatement, and we need some additional funds. I was able to find those funds in several different accounts, and we need to transfer those from engineering, outside services, and highways, stone and gravel, $8,000 a piece, into town buildings, outside contractors, and then pay that, and then be able to combine that with the 28,000 that we have, and bring that to the selectmen to hire the contractor to bring the building down.
Okay, so just to review what you said, you're talking about $52,000 expense, of which you have 28 and you need 24, and the transfers for 24?
The transfers for 16, I have another 8,000 in engineering, outside contractors that will be paying for the abatement out of,
Tiger, how much is the total project?
approximately 52 grand.
Okay, so it is 52.
Yeah, what was the,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry, I'm still not clear on what the exact transfer dollar amount is.
16,000.
16, okay, I thought I heard 8 times 3. Okay,
No, 8 times 2, sorry.
got it, no, it's okay. Okay, so it's a transfer from those departments for the 16,000, all right. Any other questions for Tiger on this one? James, you good? Michael, anything?
Wait a
Go ahead,
minute.
Chris.
Hold on a second. You say we have, it's 52. He has 28.
And another 8.
28 and 8.
Oh, 28 and 8.
Other-
So there was
28
another
and
8.
There- I know,
Yes,
that's fine.
just,
It
but
wasn't
he
that-
doesn't have to transfer it. So it's
They
28
were-
names
that
that don't
was the
have to be
difference.
transferred.
We need 24, but we only need to move 16.
It
I
wasn't
know.
adding up.
That's why I asked. That's why
Sorry about
we have
that.
these meetings, exactly.
Crazy eights.
All right, crazy 8s. All right, good.
Any other
Sounds like
questions?
a powerhouse play, or the.
Yes, I know, sorry. At least they're not 250, so it's only 8.
Oh, you had to bring that up. Anything
She's
else?
sitting in the room. I
Any
have
other
to give
questions?
her a joke.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, motion.
Motion to approve the transfer, please.
So moved.
Okay, second. All right, Nick, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, opposed, none? I think, Tiger, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, we have no other business.
Hey, Todd, I just have a
Yes, sir.
quick question. So today we're not officially approving the mill rate, right? That comes later
That's right, yes.
after the town council. And let's say the town council decides to change the budget. At that point, we can decide whether we change the mill rate or change the general fund that we use to support it, right? That would be a decision we made in the past, right? So that's
Yes.
still an open flexibility thing we can do, a lever.
Yep, exactly right.
Okay. And when would that be? The next meeting? We're gonna decide on that?
Say again,
That's-
Is
Michael,
that the
sorry.
next, is that the next meeting?
We won't do that
So
until
town
June.
council
June,
gets
okay.
Yeah.
million from the
So
budget
what,
overall, then it
what,
comes
just to be
back
clear on what
us. We won't
Michael's
need
saying, they
funds.
could cut, the town council could cut $500,000. The
Yeah.
question we would have is, do we take the cut and leave the 5 million, or we only use 4.5 million?
But it's up to us.
That's the question, where it
And,
comes
and
from.
there'll be another,
Yeah.
and there'll be some other last minute kind of things that come in, such as interest income from the investments and other kinds of stuff
Right.
that we'll know better come June when we do vote.
That's right.
the,
That's
million, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, if nothing else, motion to adjourn? Maria, Nick, the fastest hands on the left side here. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Thank you all. Thanks again. Thanks,
Thank you.